What's going on, guys? This is Aaron. I have this fucking piece of shit E39 of mine scheduled to go to the shop tomorrow to finally put the brand new drive shaft in it. And lo and behold, I come out to the car and it won't start. Now, that's not uncommon. The car's been parked for months. It's not a huge deal. But I've had it on a battery tender for all of those months, and it used to crank. And the only way now it'll crank is if I jump it off and I had let the car run for around 40 minutes, turn it off, and it won't start back up. I am done with this car. I will leave it on the tender overnight, and if it cranks up in the morning to where I can take it to put the drive shaft in it, we'll call it square. Is what it is. But if not, it's probably time to let it go. I am just done messing with this car. This is my baby. Everyone in regards to Instagram and YouTube knows this car is my fucking baby. I love this car, but I am done. I'm just mentally drained from messing with this car. And I know if I sell it, I'm going to regret it. I know I'm going to regret it if I sell the car. Especially that I feel like this car is a really good extension of me, and long-term goal was to LS swap it anyways, which was going to happen this year, but due to crazy stuff with the job, coronavirus, all kinds of stuff like that, funds aren't there now, so can't do that. But I also don't want to leave the car sitting for another year, letting the carbon that's on it, like the carbon hood and the trunk, are toast on this car right now too. I have to take those to get fully buffed and detailed out now, just because of how baked it is. And I don't know if I can show you. I can't show you. I was gonna try to show you, but I can't flip the camera. But otherwise, just kind of mentally done, just kind of over it. But I do appreciate everyone for following along on the build of this car. I won't say it's done, but it's definitely paused for now. I'm just kind of over it. With everything, literally one thing at a fucking time always goes out on this car. I had the brand new drive shaft made. Brand new, serviceable U-joints, everything. So if something breaks on it, I can replace that piece next time. Sorry, I had to burp. Next time, instead of having to replace the entire fucking drive shaft again. But something is always happening on this car. It's literally one thing after another. As it sits currently, the vehicle needs a new expansion tank again. This will be my third one on this car. It just keeps rotting. This one was a junkyard replacement, so it's probably just old. The sticks inside of them keep rotting and just disappearing. I don't know where the fuck they're going. Those little red sticks that float, the floaters, they just keep rotting away and disappearing. I have no clue where they're going. And then front passenger hub bearing needs to be replaced. That's yelling at me. Needs brakes all the way around. It doesn't really need them. There's plenty of life left on them, but the little retaining arms, I guess, the tensioners on the back side of the brake pads they've lost their tension, so they rattle whenever I go over bumps. That drives me fucking nuts. The battery situation pissing me off. I'm trying to think of what else. I just got the drive shaft. Yeah, rear ABS sensor on the driver's side, or I guess if you're in the Europe, back left side. Whenever the shop, long story, there was a shop that fucked up my timing guides job that I paid them to do it, and they messed up all kinds of shit on the car after that. Spewing oil out of valve cover gaskets now. It's leaking oil out of the valve cover gaskets when it never did before, and it was all brand new gaskets. So that also kind of sped up the want of an LS swap, because I didn't want to pay another shop $6,000 on top of the $5,000 I already paid someone to do the jobs, and I had to pay another shop $6,000 just to fucking fix it and do it right again. But yeah, so this car is a headache at this point. I'm just kind of over it. I'm to the point to where I'm half tempted to just source an already LS swapped E39 from somewhere else in the US and then just buy it, put my pieces on it, in terms of hood, trunk, fancy white diffuser, wheels. That's kind of where I'm at. But I just don't know. I'm just over it, guys. Kind of ranting right now. But the car situation is literal bullshit. I recorded a clip where I came outside really happy to uncover the car, crank it up so I could finally take it to fucking go get fixed, man. And I was humbled real quick by the E39 gods. And there's a meme that I have saved on my phone where it's the scene from the original Fast and the Furious where Brian pulls up next to the Ferrari, and then he was like, what's the cost of one of those? And he goes, more than you can afford, pal, right? But the meme is, hey, that's a nice car. How much is the maintenance cost on one of those? And it says, more than you can afford, pal, E39. That's what I'm looking at. This fucking car is a piece of shit. I love the E39. I love the body. I love the fact that I can carry my entire family in this car comfortably. And I love the fact that my kids, whenever I told them, hey, daddy's car's getting fixed this weekend, they immediately were like, yeah, let's go for a trip in daddy's car. I was down to do it, but I can't do it now because shit's fucking broke. This car is always broke. I'm over it. But either way, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me rant. Yeah, car's a piece of shit.